Exam prep course. Welcome to Module 3. And as we know, the format's pretty straightforward. There's a formula. We have 3 videos here. You'll see this is going to be the review video. We're going to dive into the question that was the gotcha for students. And then the other 2 videos will review the training that supports that question, what's being tested, and of course a third video that goes and looks at different types of questions that are very similar so that you are familiar with all the little tweaks and whatever that it comes with these chemistry exams. All right, so let's take a look at number 8 in the countdown. This is the number 8 most missed question, and it's an empirical formula question. Okay, so find the empirical formula and molecular formula if the sample composed only of nitrogen and oxygen, and nitrogen is 30.4% nitrogen and has a molar mass of 92 grams per mole. So we're switching topics here. This, I would say, is as a topic, is the tricky one. It's testing an understanding of what's the definition of empirical formula and molecular formula. So pause, figure out what you believe would be the correct answer, and then start the video and we'll cover it. All right, welcome back. So you can see now that the correct response is A, because it says find the empirical formula and then the molecular formula. So in this case, the empirical formula is NO2 and the molecular formula is N2O4. And 68% of the class got it correct. So what did the other class, the other students in these classes, what caught them? And if you take a look, 17% picked D. Now this is very interesting because it's very similar to A. So what happened? To me, when I think of the root cause here, I'm like, okay, did they just not understand that it said ask for the empirical formula, then the molecular formula, but then they wrote the molecular formula first and empirical formula? Or do they just get it confused in their head? What is the definition of empirical formula and compared to the molecular formula? It remains to be seen. We'll continue to look at data coming out of this. But the good news is that this is an error that could probably be easily corrected. It goes back to the fundamental skill of reading the question, know what information you're given, right, the known part, and look at what it's asking for. That's the unknown. In this case, the formula, the empirical, and the molecular formula. And then figure out how you're going to get from point A to point B given the information provided, such as that the amount of nitrogen is 30.4% and the molar mass is 92. All right, so in the next video we'll go into some training with the empirical formula, and so we can be able to answer this question and calculate it, and different questions that are similar to this, and be able to answer it so we don't get trapped in this. But again, this almost is a careless error because it looks like the students knew how to do it. They just didn't put it in the right order, which a lot of students would just shake their head, slap their forehead like, I can't believe I made such a stupid mistake. So, you can see where points can just disappear when you know it, but you quickly go down the choices and then you select the wrong order. And there are a lot of chemistry multiple choice questions where the orders is the answer, like put them in order of size, which gets into periodic trends, etc. So just doing a simple mistake like this can cost you. All right, we'll talk about this in the review session. Thanks very much.